With many students taking part in distance learning last year, many parents might be concerned that their child has fallen behind. There are some exercises that can help strengthen cognitive skills. Tina has more.
Yeah, let me introduce to you Daniel Gallucci. He's all the way in Nova Scotia, all the way on the other side, on the East Coast in Canada. And Code, you missed it. He showed us a picture outside his window. He moved his laptop and
beautiful
ocean
house
out there.
Yeah.
How you doing, Daniel?
I'm doing really well. How are you guys?
Good. So I know that you do a lot of work with those at neurologists, and you're also doing a lot of exercises for kids. Parents can do with their kids to get our brains going, as well as adults too, right?
That is correct. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff that we can kind of do to kind of fire up neurological networks and brain cells and all these fun things that I think are really important from a developmental perspective.
Shall we dive into the exercise?
Sure. If you guys want to go ahead, let's go ahead.
I think you sent in some video and exercise. So tell us how this works.
Let's see what we got here. I think this first drill is actually something called a horizontal saccade. So this would be through our Neuro app, which is on the App Store right now.
Okay.
You basically would just be looking and shooting your eyes. You're trying to imagine your head locked in a box, and you're going to shoot your eyes back and forth. And you can actually activate tons of neurological networks that fire everything from very cognitive centers of your brain into emotional regulatory centers of your brain, into balance centers of your brain, into visual recognition centers of your brain. So it's kind of like taking this new narrative, which is like, it's not so much about brain areas anymore. It's about the activation of multiple neurological networks to be able to fire up areas of the brain. And that's something that we've been doing in clinic for a very long time. That is now something that we wanted to bring sort of to the population at large as well.
All right, don't you have a second exercise too that you were going to do with our hands or something?
Yeah, the second one is something, it's a version, it's kind of like something we've done in clinic. I've done it with my own kids or friends of my own kids. They're terrible at it because they're a little bit young. So anybody that's got kids over the age of like 7, 8, 10, even 11, it gets really good. But I'm going to go both thumbs up here.
Are we imitating you or just watching you?
No, you're just going to watch me here.
Okay,
so I'm going to turn, I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
So imagine you're just going to shoot. I got to line up a little bit better here. Okay, so imagine you're looking at my nose, okay? And now I have two targets here, which are each thumb.
Okay.
So when I flick a thumb, I want you to go to the opposite thumb with your eyes. Okay, so you're looking at my nose.
Yeah.
When I flick a thumb, go to the opposite thumb and then go back to my nose.
Okay, got it.
Okay, when I flick a thumb,
go to
the opposite and then back. And this is something that actually fires up.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
I keep looking at the thumb that
And
moves.
it actually fires up areas of the brain. It fires up areas of the brain that often when we don't really think of cognition, but there's very important areas in the prefrontal cortex that actually are meant to inhibit. So this sense of cooperation that needs to take place between, you have an automatic reflex to jump your eyes towards a target, yet you have to use your brain, your cognitive skills to be able to inhibit or stop that reflex and go to the other target. First and foremost, it's fun, but all within the context of like, we also can't make these things too official and too difficult because everybody's kind of under a great deal of stress, a great deal of anxiety. So we need to make these kind of games a little bit fun and enjoyable. So the first thing that we need to do is try and approach it with a bit of levity. You know, Shakespeare would always bring out a clown if things got a little bit too deep and too scientific. And
how do people get in touch with you or is there a website that they can go on to?
There's a website, Nurosene.com. The Neuro app is on the App Store and the Android Store and all those stores. So they're all out there. And I think, it's early days for us, but we're really trying to bring forth this initiative of a brain-based approach, because I think, again, a lot of the behavioral stuff is great, but we need a little bit more of a brain-based approach moving forward.
And things that parents
can do
with their kids as well, to get them in shape.
100%. 100%. It all boils down to the stuff in your brain that makes us who we are.
Well, thank you so much.
Critically important.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure to be here.
I just say Dr. Gallucci.
Dr. Gallucci.
No, just call me Dan. Coach. It's Coach.
Coach.
That thumb thing was cool.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Good job, Tina.
I'll get you guys a lobster next time.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now we're talking.
All right, guys, back over to you.
Thank you, guys.
Didn't your eye want to follow the thumb that moved?
Totally. Totally.